Is this out of focus? Or am I just blind? So I had this weirdly accurate dream the other night, and here's how it went. It was very, very late at night. It was very, very dark, and I was a manager in a Subway. Subway being a sandwich shop where you make, a Subway. And I'll get to where this has any significance in reality very shortly. So anyway, I was working with a team, a few people on the crew, and very weirdly, there was a huge lineup. It was all the way through the door, right? There was a line all the way outside, and customers just kept piling up. And I had a few people in line, the person who takes the orders, the person who starts making their sandwiches, moves on, and then the cashier where they pay, and everything was going fine up until one of the guys that was working said, "Hey, I can't seem to punch this order in." And for some of us that have worked in fast food chains, it always happens. For some reason, the computer lags and you just can't get the order through. It just glitches or the computer freezes. Those computers are ancient. And obviously, this is the worst time because it's extremely busy. And so naturally, I have to take care of it. So I come up there, I say, "Hey, no worries, go, help someone else out. I'm gonna take care of the cash and fix it." And I just stood there and I would click the order, and inside of a dream, it's very hard to click anything in the first place or see anything on a screen. But I was trying to really, click something on the screen. I think I'm punching in the order. I get through to the payment part, and there's like a little buffering sign and everything resets and I have to start over. And I'm like, all right, weird, let's do it again. Did it the third time, fourth time, fifth time. And I remember just standing there, and while I was trying to punch the order in, and I kept on doing the exact same thing each and every time, and it just wouldn't work. And I thought maybe this time, maybe just this once, it's gonna go through, before I have to call in some technician or someone to replace the computer, whatever it is, or even restart it for that matter. And I would hear people in the line going, "Oh, what's the holdup?" These small noises of complaints. What's going on? Is the machine broken? Is the system down? Is not working? And some of the guys are trying to calm them down. "Hey, just give us a second." And people continue complaining, saying, "I have to be somewhere," even though it's nighttime, I don't know where. But it was this constant buildup of pressure. The fact that I'm just there trying to punch in the order and I'm not panicking, but I can just feel the slow rise of pressure and tension that the customer line keeps getting longer and we're not able to get the orders through. And so that sense of pressure would just keep on building, and each iteration of me punching in the order, it wouldn't get any better. And the voices would keep getting louder of the people that are complaining. And then I woke up. And the funny thing is, I wasn't actually relieved. It was one of those weird dreams where you wake up and you're kind of like sweating, or you're thinking, wow, that was weird. I woke up thinking, this is exactly how I feel every day anyway. I didn't have a sense of relief when I woke up. I just kind of resumed back into the things I do every day. And I think I'm not the only one, and a lot of us can relate actually, the fact that we keep on doing the same thing every day because we think it's the right thing to do. Maybe you're going to work every day and you're doing the same thing over and over at work, and you come home and then a week goes by, a month goes by, a year flies by, and nothing really changes. It's like you're just doing the same thing over and over, nothing improves, and then the pressure slowly creeps up on you, the fact that nothing's changing. It's like, what now? I'm doing the things that are supposed to somehow advance me or move me forward, or, a lot of us are maybe saving up some money, working a job, or we're, saving to get a house. I don't know, whatever you guys are doing right now. And then it's just year after year or day after day, it doesn't matter what time frame. It's like the pressure slowly creeps on you, just like those customers getting annoyed in my dream, the fact that something's not working. And I come here, sit down, record a video every single time. Maybe something's gonna change one day. I still go to the gym every day. I work out. Sure, maybe you're gonna make some gains, put on some muscle, look better. Yet it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere meaningful. And not the gym part, but everything together. It's like it just keeps on stacking up while the pressure grows because time is going faster and faster. And for some reason, it feels like you were supposed to accomplish XYZ by a certain amount of time or a certain age. And if you didn't, then you're behind. And even for myself, coming from a background of taking the time, I took a couple years to really learn a few skills. I got into sales, and then I ran my own business with my brother, and we opened up an office and did all those things and had employees. And once you take a step back, you want to change what you're doing because that's not satisfying. It's not going that well either. So maybe we should just do something else. And hopefully that brings more fulfillment, more results, and moves your life forward. And when you do, it doesn't really feel like you have all these past experiences or the fact that you used to do XYZ and now you're starting back at zero. And it's like these things are supposed to carry over, but they don't. They don't really carry over. Some skills transfer, definitely. But regardless, you still feel like you're behind for some reason, even though... Is this out of focus? Or am I just blind? Yeah, I think it's in focus, whatever. And it's this monotony of doing the same thing every day and thinking, okay, you're 26 now. In a few more years, you probably have to, start thinking about having a family or getting married. That's what people do these days. Or that's what everyone around me is doing who is my age or older. Or getting, my own place, moving in with my girlfriend, or moving to a different country, or just traveling for a few years, or what? I mean, the list goes on. But it feels like you're supposed to be doing something by a certain age, which seems to be not the case. So even if you're okay with the fact that you're going to reject society's standards and the fact that you're going to do things at your own pace and you might not take the conventional route by going to school, getting a job, and getting stuck with that job forever and having all sorts of bills that you can't pay, well, maybe you didn't choose that. And you're okay with the risk that comes with going a different path, or not even risk, but in this case, pressure or societal pressure where you're supposed to do something by this amount of time. And if you're not, then you're a loser. And if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. The weird thing is that it never goes away. You still feel deep down because you've been conditioned since birth or since you were a kid, since whenever you can remember, that this is the way things are supposed to be done in society or by 99% of people. And if you are not doing those things, then you're somewhat of an outcast or you're doing something wrong. That exact feeling of this pressure that creeps up on you as the years go by without you having accomplished something significant, or at least maybe others around you think, well, you've got this, you've got that, you've done XYZ, but you know what? At the end of the day, if you don't feel proud of yourself for what you've done because you think or you expect more from yourself, then it's time to just keep going. Then you have no choice but just to keep going and thinking maybe one day, or not even one day, it's not all just going to happen one day, but at some point eventually there's going to be some kind of point to all of this. And that's comforting. For the future you, maybe not even right now. That's something to think about. If you guys on here watching this feel like you can relate to some of my stories or just entertaining deeper thoughts in general, then don't hesitate. Subscribe, like the video, it really helps out with growing our channel here. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.